Ever struggle with getting off that extra weight? Today, I'm going to share 7 ways you can finally get it off and keep it off. My name is Diane Thompson. I'm a registered dietitian and a healthy living coach. And I have personally lost 30 pounds and kept them off. And now I help other women do the same thing. If you are interested in information around losing weight and keeping it off, then you definitely want to subscribe to this channel. So today we're going to review 7 secrets of thin people. Is it their genetics, or what the heck is it? So what's the truth here? So let's look at people who have kept off 30 pounds or more and have kept it off for over a year, because if you know what they've done, then you can repeat it in your own health. And let me say this, the last one, in my opinion, is probably the most important. So let's go ahead and start with tip number 1. Don't skip breakfast. Okay? One of the things about eating breakfast is that when you've not been eating for 12 hours or what have you, it's real important to start your day off with some food to break your fast. And that's going to really help you keep your blood sugars nice and stable throughout the day. So you want to go ahead and get your day started with a good nutritious breakfast. Okay, and that's one thing that people who have lost the weight and have kept it off for a while are doing. So you want to copycat them. Number 2, you want to have a system for monitoring yourself. It's also another way of saying accountability, right? And for a lot of people, especially in this group of people who've lost the 30 pounds, it was the scale. Okay, but it doesn't have to be the scale. It can be a measuring tape, or it could be your favorite pair of skinny jeans, right? As they start to get a little snug, maybe you're gaining some weight. So develop a system for monitoring yourself, and it's going to help you stay on track. So number 3 is don't skip meals. When you skip meals, what it does is it sets you up for a lot of hunger and a lot of not so good choices, because when you're starving, you grab whatever is convenient. You're not going to take the time to cook something or prepare something. You're just going to grab whatever's there, right? So be sure not to skip meals. The 4th thing is thin people have thin parents. Now that opens up a whole big discussion around, okay, it must be genes, right? Well, the truth is it isn't gene. There may be some slight genetic thing going on there, but really more than the genes is the environment that your parents create for you. Like, I'll give you as an example. My parents were both thin people, and what they created in our home environment was we ate a lot of fruits and vegetables, and we ate regular meals throughout the day. So they were establishing an environment that was conducive to healthy eating and healthy living. So it's not so much the genetics, but the environment created by your family. Okay, does that make sense? So, and then number 5 is be sure to eat 5 meals per day. 5 meals per day is definitely something that all these people who had kept off the 30 pounds for a significant amount of time were all doing. So, and here's a real interesting study that lines up with this. Researchers looked at 2 groups of people who were eating the same amount of calories. So same exact number of calories. One group was eating 3 times a day and the other group 5 times a day. The people who were eating 5 times a day on the same number of calories actually lost more weight. So spreading out your calories over the day seems to result in better weight loss for some reason. So that was number 5. Number 6 is portion sizes. So people who have lost the 30 pounds and kept them off were all very aware of portion sizes. And they were eating lots of fruits and vegetables, and they really prioritized that in their diet, and then followed that up by eating lean proteins. Okay, but the bulk of the calories came from fruits and vegetables and then some lean protein. So their plates were not filled with pasta and potatoes. The other thing that these people were doing was they were not eating pasta and potatoes or lots of it, and they bought single servings of things. So let's say you want a cookie. Instead of going to Costco and buying a whole tray of who knows how many cookies is on a tray at Costco, but they would go and buy 1 serving of a cookie, ate the cookie, and were done with it. And didn't have it in their environment calling their names every time they walk by those cookies, right? So buy single servings is the moral of that story. And even with, if they're eating portion controlled single meals, they bought, smaller. They didn't buy humongous portion control single meals, or the big trays of lasagna, let's say. They just bought them in single servings. So, and another thing in the same category is bypassing all-you-can-eat restaurants. They did not eat in all-you-can-eat restaurants, which makes sense, right? Because again, if they're focused on portion control and healthy portion sizes, not all you can eat, they wouldn't go to those kind of places to eat. And my final, and in my opinion, this is probably the most important, is they're eating foods that have a lot of bulk in terms of fiber, okay, and water. Usually when you've got foods that have a lot of fiber, usually there's a lot of water. So they were really focusing, as is obvious with the fruits and the vegetables, those have lots of water and fiber. And they also focused on things like broth-based soups and stews, not creamy based soups and stews, okay? So foods that are high in fiber are going to be more filling. You're going to eat less, and the food is going to be around for longer because of the slower digestion of foods high in fiber. So you're just going to eat less. So those are the 7 things that people who are at a healthier weight, who have lost weight and are staying at a healthier weight, are doing. So if you're still confused about what to eat, then in the comments, be sure to check out a brand new tool that I'm just now releasing. It's how to fuel your day so you have fewer calories, cravings, fewer, you just have consistent energy throughout your day, and it's easier for you to get to your healthy weight. So just, I'll put the link in the comments. Thanks. Bye-bye.